Denver 7 Investigates is looking into the next generation of debt in Colorado. A recent Turbo Debt report shows Gen Z Coloradans carry an average of $34,000 in unsecured debt.
And we've now learned about a sharp spike in younger people seeking debt relief. Denver 7's consumer investigator Jacqueline Allen is digging into what's behind this surge and real steps to break free. Jacqueline?
Well, I found that the number of younger Coloradans seeking credit counseling at one nonprofit jumped 26% in the last year. That's the largest of any age group. Millennial and Gen Z Coloradans are struggling to keep up right now. Many say they are using credit cards just to cover the basics.
We live in Westminster, Colorado.
Caleb Knoll is still unpacking.
It kind of just makes you feel stupid.
How he wound up with $32,000 in debt.
I wish I was living a life of luxury on credit cards, but it was just daily insignificant things.
At 25 years old, he had 7 credit cards, all maxed out.
I don't have a single friend that's now not in credit card debt.
It's true his story's not unique. A recent Turbo Debt report shows Gen Z Coloradans carry an average of $34,000 in unsecured debt.
What is driving younger people deeper into debt right now?
I think one is the inflation that we're all experiencing.
Tara Alderetti, a financial educator with the nonprofit Money Management International, MMI, says when it comes to monthly living expenses in Colorado, they've seen a year-to-year increase of 9.7%, making it hard for young people to keep up.
So if someone is watching this and they just feel overwhelmed by debt, what is the very first step they should take to start turning that around?
I think the first thing that folks can do, and they can do it right now, is just get an accurate picture of where they are. How much is their income? How much of that income is going toward debt?
Once you know your numbers, call your creditors and negotiate lower interest rates. The worst they can say is no. And then pick a payoff plan. Google snowball or avalanche methods where you pay off one balance and then pay off the next. And remember, there is help out there.
What we'll do is work with creditors to lower interest rates to about 7%, and that's really the key. We're seeing consumers able to pay off debt in 5 years or less.
The biggest one was my Amex was at 29.99 APR. That's down to 2.99%.
Caleb signed up with MMI last October.
Did you have to close all your credit cards?
I did.
Get this, he's now paid off 26% of his debt.
That's a pretty good slice of pie.
Yeah. A good chunk, a midnight snack chunk.
He's also moving, saving even more money with a new goal.
My goal is to get it done by spring of next year. That'll be a new beginning, fresh start.
And a new message he's taking with him.
What would you want to say to someone in debt?
That it sucks. There are ways to get out of that hole. There is a way out. I also want to warn again about shady debt settlement or debt consolidation schemes that prey on young people right now. We will be posting a list of legitimate resources and expert tips to help you avoid those traps and to find some of the best debt solutions on Denver7.com. For Denver 7 Investigates, I'm Jacqueline Allen.
Thank you, Jacqueline.